Alright, this is Andrew with Jodo Home Inspections. We're doing a sewer scope today here in South Weber. We've got the camera pushed 130 feet out. Today's March 11th, 2025. And we're at 8106 South, 2350 East. Now we're going to pull it back and record it and see what we find. So right off the bat, we're underwater, and that's because we're hitting an offset, I think, right before it goes into the main city line. As I pull back and start to come out of the water, looks like the line's making a turn right there to the left. In either case, that's an offset that I can't get my camera over. Just like my camera gets stuck, waste can also get stuck. I think that's what's caused this buildup around here. The only way to fix an offset is to dig it up and do a spot repair. Looks like you do have a clean out there. I would assume that's where it's going into the city line. I'm not positive without getting past that offset, but based on the distance, there's a good chance that's where it drops in. This is looking like PVC pipe, similar to what they use on most new construction. Little build up through here, and we're starting to see some standing water. I noticed a fair amount of standing water as I pushed my camera out. So now we're underwater. And since we were able to see the other end of that, we know that there's nothing blocking it. So this is a belly. You always want everything to drain on its own with gravity. When you have a belly like this, it makes it easier for waste to collect, and they get sticky, and then it can eventually create a blockage where it then backs up towards the house. So not ideal. The only way to fix the belly is to dig it up and re-slope it. You can clean the line, and that'll clean out all that waste and grease and make it less likely to cause a backup or a blockage. But in either case, the only permanent fix is to dig it up and re-slope it. Not seeing any standing water, but you have a decent amount of buildup through here. Now it's starting to go away. Starting to see some more standing water. Going completely underwater again, and as I come out of it, you can see all that buildup on the line. And so that's kind of the issue with the belly, is that you'll get grease that builds up, and that can allow bigger pieces of waste to get stuck. This one in particular is not an incredibly long belly, but I think at this point we're under the house. We've transitioned to ABS, and so that's likely under the basement slab where it's harder to get to. I would recommend talking to a drain specialist. You can get their opinion and get a price to have those bellies remedied, which I would imagine would be very costly. At a minimum, you could have the line cleaned. That would help prevent future backups or blockages. I know it was mentioned that there had been some sort of drain work done. I don't know what that was. I didn't see anything obvious. Could have been a cleaning, which is something that we wouldn't be able to see at this point. I would recommend getting the insurance on the line, but that isn't necessarily going to cover what's under the slab. That's usually what's outside the foundation where it's easier to get to. I'm going to end this recording now.